Opioids are very addictive and fairly easy to obtain. They have become one of the most abused drugs in the United States since the 1990s. As the government tightened regulations and made them harder and more expensive to get, many people hooked on prescription painkillers have switched to heroin. The result is that overdose death rates are rising dramatically. Here are the top 5 myths surrounding opioid usage. Myth 1. Abusing prescription painkillers to get high is safe because they're made by a pharmaceutical company and doctors prescribe them all the time. Fact. Using a prescription painkiller without a prescription for reasons other than prescribed in higher amounts than intended, or using methods that are not prescribed, crushing, snorting, injecting, is just as dangerous and can be just as addictive as shooting heroin into your veins. On a biological level, the brain and body treat heroin and prescription opioids identically. Myth 2. If I don't use all my prescribed painkillers following an operation or accident, I can save them for a rainy day when I have minor joint pain or a toothache. Fact. Many young people are introduced to opioids after they raid their parents' or grandparents' medicine cabinet or a friend does the same. If you are prescribed an opioid, talk to your doctor about the risks. Ask to be prescribed only what you need and properly discard any unused drugs when you no longer need them. Talk to your pharmacist or contact your local city or county government about drug disposal programs in your area. Myth 3. Snorting or smoking heroin or prescription opioids is safer than injecting them. Fact. There is no safe way to abuse a drug. And while sharing needles carries specific risks like exposure to HIV, AIDS, or hepatitis C, any method of opioid abuse can lead to overdose and death. Many people with opioid addictions progress from snorting or smoking to injecting as they develop a tolerance and seek a more intense high. Myth 4. Heroin is primarily an inner-city problem. Fact. Heroin use is on the rise nationwide, including in suburban and rural areas. Myth 5. A person addicted to heroin or prescription painkillers is a lost cause. Fact. Treatment works. When people receive appropriate treatment and support from their family and friends, recovery is possible. Every day, hundreds of thousands of people who were once considered a lost cause celebrate one more year of recovery and live productive, successful, and fulfilling lives. Prestera Center is a licensed behavioral health facility that meets standards that guarantee quality and effective services. The center is also nationally accredited. At Prestera Center, we have been leading the way in quality behavioral health services, including addictions, treatment, and recovery services since 1967. If you or a loved one are having addiction issues, call 1-877-399-7776 and get the help you need and the life you deserve. Prestera Center, leading the way since 1967.